Good morning, mi gente. It's 9 a.m. I know, gay people and an LGBTQ plus Kiki at 9 in the freaking morning. Well, that's why I'm still in bed. Me? You know me. I'm FayWhat. And welcome back to the FayWhat show, the only show where we spill the queer tea from my bed, my cama. Cama. There's a Spanish word for you. Now you are prepared for the Super Bowl with Bad Bunny. Yay! This program was created by Hotspots Happening Out. The FayWhat show is America's first LGBTQ plus morning show, and I'm broadcasting live and also available on demand. In 2025, our Hotspots magazine celebrates 40 years of documenting the LGBTQ plus experience. It's the largest publication of its kind in Florida and one of the oldest in America. Happening Out Television Network's Queer News Tonight is celebrating over 11,000 television stories and more than 11 million streaming views so far in 2025. It's the most watched LGBTQ news and information show in the world. Hotspots Happening Out will be producing some of the most incredible LGBTQ plus events, including Pride Fort Lauderdale, Wilton Manor, Stonewall Pride, and Pride Fest. We represent the same model of PBS and NPR, a nonprofit 501c3 organization whose mission is to educate and serve the LGBTQ plus community. It's Tuesday, October 21st, 2025. We have lots of fun things to talk about, so come on, let's go.
Rainbows, gay boys, hashtag that girl, sunbeams, drag queens, L-word, is that girl, the girl of all our dreams. She's everything that every girl should be. Aqua, South Beach, hashtag that girl, pride-filled, tea-dance, Wilton, is that girl, Latina, but she's universal too. If you find a girl to love, only one girl to love, then she'll be that girl too. That girl.
Let's kiki about what's going on in the LGBTQ plus community. I have a sidekick joining me in bed for some conversation. What did you think I was talking about? Our first segment is called Gay Boys Sleep Late, and this morning I'm joined by my gay guy pal, adult performer, and star of For the Love of Dilfs on Out TV, Alex Ticas. Follow his adults-only Twitter at @Alex_Ticas and catch him as he bartends at the world-famous Eagle Wilton Manors. Good morning, Alex, and welcome back to my bed, boo!
Good morning. How are you?
I'm good. I'm good. Do you, I think I've asked you this before, but I mean, is it okay for me to say Alex Ticas? I know how you talk about me and Pedro Pascal, right? So I'm going to say, would your family in Greece be okay with me saying Alex Ticas? Or would they say, it's not Pedro Pascal? Would they say that?
They probably say, who's Alex Ticas?
Because that's not your Greek name. Oh. There's got to be a Greek family member somewhere that subscribes to your porn stuff. Stop it, okay?
You know what?
Oh my God, I hope not, but yes.
There's got to be somebody.
Yes.
But my mother already knows, so it's fine.
No, of course. So it's okay for me to do that.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Absolutely.
Well, so, we were talking off camera that the Super Bowl's in a couple of months, and, the uproar about Bad Bunny being the Super Bowl
Can you believe
performer.
It? I don't want the greatest, the most popular, the most record-breaking international pop star on my Super Bowl. What?
Why would I want
Why
that?
would I want that?
That doesn't even make any sense.
Get me Ted Nugent.
I want the B-52s.
I want not. Well, the B-52s.
No, they're also for. But the thing is that everybody who's done the Super Bowl halftime show, Alex, are from another country.
Yeah, well, J-Lo, Shakira,
Rihanna,
The Weeknd, whatever.
You too, you too. I mean, come on.
It's just.
What do you think about me starting a Spanish segment to help people get ready for the Super Bowl? Because what I'm gonna love the most is, this is what I'm waiting for. I'm waiting for Bad Bunny to be dressed in some kind of skirt attire or a reveal to somewhere along the line make out with one of his male dancers, and that he's gonna sing in Spanish the whole time.
Bad Bunny, if you're listening, please dress in the colors of Palestine. Please wear the Palestinian flag. Please have your creative stylist talk to you about the Palestinian flag and wear that, because that is exactly what the world needs to.
Like,
can you imagine?
If anybody can do that, it would be
Yeah.
him, right? They're saying about making a counter event, like, to go against it. Like, why not just take that time and go wash the dishes? Go wash it.
No.
Go walk your dog. Go scream at your neighbors and do something, unearthly.
They tried to do that with the Trump parade. Remember the Trump parade?
Yeah.
The Trump parade was on, and then the first No Kings March happened. But you see, like, the Trump parade, you see him, like, literally miserable with those, like, tanks made of, like, tin squeaking.
Yeah.
So go ahead and do that.
Go
yeah.
do it. We'll see who attends.
Yeah.
We'll see.
Why don't you have a big party in your ballroom that costs, like, $40 million to make instead of, but...
Gross. Anyway, we can't wait for Bad
can't.
Bunny, all right? Let's get the
Bad
show
Bunny.
started, all right? Bad Bunny!
Go ahead.
Next, let's Kiki on this interesting story. Miriam Margolyes, the 84-year-old Harry Potter legend, appeared on The Late Late Show and proudly declared herself unapologetically woke and a left-wing dyke, okay? She spoke openly about losing friends over her political views, standing with Gaza, and refusing to let her Jewish identity be twisted by hate. Then, in perfect Miriam fashion, she added, quote, "I love being a lesbian. I'm not gonna apologize for that. It's great fun," end quote. And honestly, that's the energy we all need, and I fully agree. Miriam Margolyes says being a lesbian is great fun. What are we all talking about? She also said other stuff, but you know what I mean?
I mean, if you like it, then go for it.
Listen.
I think being your authentic self and being at a certain age where, can you imagine being 84 and, like, worried about what anybody thinks about your opinion? Like, you're like
not giving a crap anymore. Like when you see certain ladies, like, okay, we're in South Florida. It's hot AF. It is what it is, right? And I love the body positivity that some people do have, right? Okay. I love that. There's a difference between a body positivity where I'm going to wear this tube top because, A, I bought it, you ain't paying my bills, and I look cute. Yeah. Then there's the older people that don't give a F what they look like. You know what I mean? So the shirt's backwards, the tag is out. I don't know how long they've been wearing it, and they don't give a fuck what you're going to say about their look.
Just go to the Crunch Gym on Andrews and see what the guys are wearing from Wilton, man.
Is that really? Yeah. What are they wearing?
No, they're wearing. Everybody's got go. They're all wearing go-go shorts.
Okay,
They're all free balling.
Okay.
They're all in skank tanks, which are like really thin skank tanks. And they're in high tops, and they look great. They're like 60, 70, 80. They're like,
isn't that the outfit that you wear when you're dancing at Eagle? Like, that sounds like the outfit.
I am a 52-year-old go-go dancer at the Eagle. And I make a lot of fun.
I know you do. That's what I'm saying. So should you have more clothing on? I don't know for what. No.
I moved down here and I left I was a shirt and tie guy for 20 years in New York before everything. And now I'm like, ooh, it's like, I want to walk around naked, like.
And not give a F.
And that's like, the older you get, like, just like she says, she's having a great time. And
yeah.
The older you get, the less fucks you get. Like, I don't care, what people are.
Yeah. And again, they don't pay your bills, right? Yeah. But I love that she, unlike other people, are not afraid to say how they really feel. Yeah. You know what I mean? Yeah. She stands with Gaza. She's Jewish. A lot of people that, like, if you say anything, just saying, like, oh my God, Palestinians are dying, then you're you're anti-Semite, and that's not necessarily the case.
It's like, it's okay for little children to just sort of like be in the middle of whatever, and because like what I'm watching doesn't make me anti-Semite. It makes me human.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yep.
I don't want bombs raining over Israel and Israeli children dying because of whatever reason. And what's happening there is the same thing.
Listen, and the ceasefire is not necessarily a ceasefire. Understand that.
To hear Jewish people saying the same thing only reaffirms that, we're human beings.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I'm sorry,
No, it's the truth. And listen, Miriam Margolyes, I love you. And you are right, all right? It is great fun being a lesbian, all right?
Well.
There is no shortage of something to eat, and it always tastes yummy.
Great.
This is an important conversation for our LGBTQ plus community. Help us tell these important stories by liking and subscribing to the FayWhat Show. Next, let's Kiki on this interesting story. So New York mayoral candidate Zohran Mamdani just dropped a campaign ad that has the internet cheering and crying, honestly. Standing on the Christopher Street Pier, Mamdani pays tribute to trans legend Sylvia Rivera, who once found both hardship and belonging there. He recalls Rivera's fight alongside Marsha P. Johnson and her creation of STAR, the first shelter for trans youth. In a time when national politics are attacking trans rights, Mamdani pledges to make New York City a true LGBTQIA+ sanctuary, funding housing and genderqueer affirming care. Please watch this.
I'm on the Christopher Street Pier, or as it was called in Sylvia Rivera's day, the Christopher Street Docks. In the 1970s, homeless queer New Yorkers had been pushed to the margins of a hostile society. But it was here, on the physical margins of our city, that they found a home. Sylvia was one of those New Yorkers. She arrived here at the age of 11, where she immediately landed in the center of the gay rights movement. She befriended the legendary Marsha P. Johnson, protested at Stonewall, and led marches for equality. But even among the queer community, trans New Yorkers were excluded. Rivera and others were discouraged from walking in pride, their participation erased from Stonewall history.
I believe in us getting our rights, or else I would not be out there fighting for our rights.
This cruelty took a toll. Rivera developed a substance abuse problem and was often homeless. When she had nowhere left to turn, she would sleep here, waves lapping nearby. Yet no matter what hardships she faced, Sylvia Rivera advocated for others. She and Johnson founded STAR to house and feed trans kids. The Christopher Street Pier is like our city, a place of immense contradictions. It's where outsiders found belonging, and it's also where Marsha P. Johnson's body was found, the victim of a suspected murder no one was ever prosecuted for. But even amidst this, we can chart a clear path forward that makes our city inclusive. Since taking office, Donald Trump has waged a scorched earth campaign against trans people. The man with the most power has expended enormous energy targeting those with the least. New York will not sit idly by while trans people are attacked. We'll deploy hundreds of lawyers to combat Trump's hate, make New York City an LGBTQIA+ sanctuary city, and create the Office of LGBTQIA+ Affairs to allocate millions for youth and adult housing programs, as well as gender-affirming care. We can't bring Sylvia back, but we can honor her memory by building a city where trans New Yorkers are cherished. In a time of darkness, New York must be the light.
Are you crying? Are you laughing? Are you doing all of that at the same time? All right?
I almost lost it.
Zohran Mamdani brings trans power to the Piers. What are we all talking about? Look, again, this is my show, right? It's called the FayWhat Show. And I know that people are not supposed to endorse people and stuff like that. But guess what? We don't live in New York, right? The beautiful thing about New York is that once you've lived there, you are a New Yorker forever. You take it to wherever you go. And when you see somebody else and you say, oh, you lived in New York? Oh, you lived in New York. There's a common bond right there that happens, right? So sitting from this bed with Alex Tikas, I will say that I am praying and hoping that Mamdani will become the next mayor of New York City. He's got the chops. He's got the words. He wants to make New York City an LGBTQIA sanctuary city. Think about how beautiful that is. He's mentioning these trans trailblazers that most of these young kids have never heard of, and that many have forgotten in the midst of the Trumpers and all the anti-LGBTQIA that we've had thrown our way.
Creating like the Office of LGBTQ
Affairs.
Like what? Amazed. Like, wow. I mean, I am born and raised in Jamaica, Queens. We moved into Astoria, Queens, New Yorker until I'm about, 48 or so before I moved here. And let me tell you something. This guy is super, like, he started from the ground. He literally went into like Ozone Park and Flushing and Jamaica and like all of these places and just started talking to people and asking them what they like, what do they want as a New Yorker? What do they think? What do they, and he was like, just like planting seed after seed after seed after seed and watching this guy in debate, because I've been following their debates.
Last debate.
Watching this guy chew Cuomo out is the most wonderful thing you can ever, because he makes sense. It's like, LGBTQ rights, the most marginalized, like the least, there's a pie and, there's a population and he's taking time out He's not looking at, I got to win the mass. He's actually going into like this tiniest slice of this pie and saying, you guys are going to be okay.
I see you.
Yeah, I see you. You know what? I see you.
Yeah.
Like even that is like, how is he going to get all this money? He's going to tax the billionaires and the millionaires.
Go figure.
How like illogical is that? That's great. What? You're going to raise the tax on corporate tax. You're going to raise the corporate tax. You're going to raise the billionaire tax. You're going to raise the millionaire tax. And you're going to fund free bus rides for people that are trying to get to work.
Yeah.
That's crazy. It's
giving you an ability to go make money.
Yeah. Are you a communist because you think that? Are you a communist because you want to help the weakest, marginalized people?
Yeah.
You're not a communist.
No,
you're
not.
You're
a human.
You love New York and all New Yorkers.
Listen,
period.
And with what face? I know with what face.
Yeah.
I was gonna say, with what face does Cuomo come out and like say, "Hey, make me your mayor"? Yeah, I've done this. I've cheated on my wives. I've been married all these times. I have all this, toxic masculinity in front of me, and I have all these, other things going on. But I want to be your mayor.
I'm 80 years old and I live in a nursing home and I have COVID. Yeah, send me back to the nursing home. Like, it's just like, I mean, besides the way he treated like his female staffers, he was kicked out of office.
Yeah. Yeah.
But let's bring him back.
Let's bring him back. What kind of sense does that even make?
Let's leave the guy that wants to like help you, and bring back this guy who's supporting
Trump. Say him and his brother. Yeah, 100%.
Get out of here. Get out of here.
100%. And
as
you know
they
what?
say in New York, get out of here.
Get out of here. and you know what? The New Yorkers are listening, all right? The No Kings event was over the weekend, and it was millions and millions and millions of people in Manhattan, all there saying the same thing, screaming the same thing. But we need those millions of people that were out there saying we will not have a king to go vote.
Well, it's going to be a Democratic winner for mayor, obviously.
For New York, yes.
And it's not going to be like, I mean, can you?
If Cuomo wins, it's fixed 100%. You guys have done it, Republicans. You finally have done it. You've been able to just trash all normal voting.
It's not like just like conspiratorial, they rigged it. But if he wins, like there's, check those machines. Yeah. Because the guy's like in double digits.
Double digits over him, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
and he's doing the work, right? When Mamdani has 80,000 people out there knocking on the doors, right? Saying, "Hey, look at us, see me. What are you thinking about?
What are you thinking about?
You know what I mean? Who did you vote for last time? Okay, no problem. Understand. Where are we right now? I mean, I really hope that we'll sit from this bed and just say like we were right. Fantastic. New Yorkers did the damn thing.
And when the midterms come next year, we're good. And it doesn't come our way, we are going to pick a country. We'll go to Greece. We'll go to Spain, and we'll just do it from there.
I wanted to go to Colombia, and now Trump is freaking going after Colombia. You're messing up my shit. I'm gonna have to go to Greece with him.
We can't stay. Well, you just gave $40 million to Argentina, so maybe we could go.
We go to Argentina. La playa está linda. Vamos para allá. This is an important conversation for our LGBTQ plus community. Help us tell these important stories by liking and subscribing to the FayWhat Show. Next, let's Kiki on this interesting story. So love was literally in motion at this year's Chicago Marathon when runner Chris Dockham stopped mid-race to pop the question to his partner, Tim, who was cheering from the sidelines. The heartwarming proposal caught by strangers and shared on TikTok shows Dockham pulling out a ring as Tim gasps and says yes through tears. The viral clip has already racked up over 16,000 views, with one commentator joking, saying, quote, "That's worth screwing up your finish time for," end quote. Watch this.
I love you so much. I just want you to know, every single step today was to get right here. 1 + 1 = 3. You are the finish line. Timothy William Maples. Timothy William Maples. Love you. Will you? Oh my God. Got covered in salt. Thank you so much. I'm gonna go finish the marathon.
Love crossed the finish line in Chicago. What are we all talking about? Look at you, qué lindo. Oh, Alex always gets emotional at these moments. Because he gets all wrapped up in just like how they planned it and the ring in his pocket and all of that. Like, isn't that sweet?
It's very sweet.
Oh, I love it. Okay, now here's the difference between me and that runner. I would have stopped right there, right? I'm not finishing the race. You already messed up my time. I already have something negative to go against you, fiance.
Teresa would be like, "Would you just run, please?
Just keep on running." No, I would be like, "Hey, babe, run with me. Hey, will you marry me? Okay, go. I gotta go." Right?
Exactly. I'm not losing any seconds. That's so sweet.
No, it's so sweet. Yeah. I mean, and like we said, like the planning part of it, the fact that this man was planning was, getting ready for this marathon, right? Like you have to train and stuff, right?
Yeah.
I've never done that. I've never done that.
26.2 miles, and yeah, you have to like probably join a runners club and you train with them. I know there were like when I would go to Central Park and I would see actual runners club, and then you would actually run the route. Like you would just slowly, little by little, you build and you build and build until you eventually are able to run the route. Yeah.
26 miles.
26 miles. The Boston Marathon, Chicago Marathon, New York Marathon. Oh yeah. They're crazy.
Wow.
Can you imagine running 26 miles? Like, why?
I mean,
what's the point?
Well, I mean, like, right? And let's be real. You're not gonna win. I don't want to be an asshole, but you're not gonna win. You know that guy from like another country is gonna win, right?
So they're like I think the professionals or the professionals go, and then they let the amateurs or the ones that are just doing it for. So I think, and I'm pretty sure there's a prize. I know there's sponsors involved. I know there's training involved. I mean, I think anybody can, like the New York one. You can join it, right? No problem, and pay the fee. And there are people that literally walk it. Like there are people that literally, and you're supposed to, the counters are supposed to be there for every single.
So if it's midnight and my old ass is coming through because it took me a whole 12 hours to do 26.
I mean, some of them are like doing like 7 minutes a mile, 7.5 minutes, 7.5 running. Can you imagine running 1 mile?
No.
We could be in Wilton Manors in 15 minutes. If we were professional runners, we'd be at Rosie's having our spinach dip in 15 minutes. We'd fall and say, we're going to be there in 15 minutes. It'll be ready.
Be there. Be like, hey, can you put that big ass pretzel on the table for me? Thanks.
Oh my God.
You know what I'm talking about.
But you could also propose to somebody, but when you're in Oakland Park. So you start running from here, get to Oakland Park, propose to somebody, be in Wilton Manors at Rosie's in 15 minutes if you were a professional marathon.
There you are. You messed up, Chicago guy.
Sorry.
Right? We're not that excited. We're not that excited about yours.
It's love.
Oh, it's love. It's love. They'll be divorced in a year.
Yeah, well, So jaded. How long have you been married? You're so cynical.
It's funny because my anniversary is in 2 weeks. I've been married 8 strong years, and it's ridiculous.
I saw her at the fashion. She's beautiful. She looked great. You guys were very happy.
Thank you.
She dotes on you. Like she is on you, like not in a grabby way, but she just like.
That's my boo. It's my boo. She's just as surprised as I am that I'm still alive. You know what I mean?
Did you guys have a fancy proposal? Like, did she do anything sneaky or fun?
We went on a cruise, and I was at the craps table, and she just looked super nervous, and I was like, "Why do you look so nervous?" And one of her titties had like a weird. Extra nipple, had like an extra nipple or something. It was very odd, right? And and so she looked super nervous, and so she's like, "Let's go outside." And I'm like, "Let me grab this bread pudding before, because it's a cruise, so we're always eating." And I'm just eating my bread pudding, and I'm outside on the dock, and she gets down on one knee, and I'm like, still eating my bread pudding, and I'm like, "What the f is going on?" And she, does the whole spiel, but I can't hear shit at this point because I'm eating my bread pudding, right? And I'm looking at her down there, and I'm like, "What is going on?" And then she goes, "Faye, will you answer?" And I'm like,
answer what?
What? Oh, yes, right? And then I dropped my bread pudding, which I was so upset about.
There's plenty of bread pudding.
No, I picked that shit up because it was a 2-second rule and I kept on going. And here we are, 10 years later, still married and in love.
That's beautiful. Yeah.
I wanted more. I told her.
You wanted like
I go, well, like
parachute,
if we get married again, I want her to get the Gay Men's Chorus of South Florida to come and do a song, and like Gabe like go down on one knee, and then I want drag queens to come out from the side, TP Lords and Daisy Dead Pedals to come through the middle, all dressed up, and then Athena comes in the middle with like her microphone, and she goes, Teresa has a question for you, FayWhat, and then she gets on the floor and puts this beautiful pink carpet down, lays down, and shows me a 5-carat rock, and goes, will you marry me again?
Listen, I think international hostess Faye from FayWhat should create her own marriage proposal and renew their vows and like think of something creative, and maybe you should do all of that for her. Just
maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe. Maybe.
Her mind is spinning. Look at
it. It is, because I kind of want that. Like, what would I do for her? It would be like dolphin players and like medical stuff.
Medical stuff.
And CrossFit. Like, none of that is sexy, honey. Mine is like way cuter and sexier.
Both are getting high colonics. You're just like
while eating Cake Daddy cupcakes.
Cake Daddy cupcakes, and you're like, there's a ring in the Cake Daddy cupcake.
I love that.
Done.
Victor,
you're
ponte
welcome.
pa eso. You're welcome. Now I know how I'm going to spend my anniversary. This is an important conversation for our LGBTQ plus community. Help us tell these important stories by liking and subscribing to The FayWhat Show. At The FayWhat Show, we need to help my gay boys. In our segment called Dear FayWhat, I provide my expert lesbian knowledge and my vast experience as a living, breathing gay boy in a lesbian's body to help my fellow gay boys. This week, guess who's coming to dinner sent me an email. Oh, Lord.
Oh, Lordy.
Oh, God. Okay, here we go. Let's take a breath. Dear FayWhat and Hottie, I just moved to South Florida, and honey, the humidity isn't the only thing making things complicated, okay?
Amen.
I've been dating this incredible trans man for 3 months. Smart, kind, and definitely boyfriend material. My parents know I'm seeing someone, but what they don't know is that he's trans. They're dying to meet him, and I'm torn. Do I tell them ahead of time and risk making it sound like a big deal? Or do I just let them meet him and let love speak for itself? I don't want to put him in an awkward spot, but I also don't want to make it weird before dinner's even freaking served. Signed, guess who's coming to dinner? And he's fabulous. Oh, okay.
This is a heavy one.
This is a heavy one. Like, we're usually dealing with like cheaters or like dumb stuff. Not dumb stuff. That's important.
Short guys with big dicks.
Or short guys with big, or, the bottoms that are mad at their bottoms. You know what I mean?
Now we have to get all like,
like Dear Abby and like serious therapist shit right here.
So if I were in that situation, I would be 100. I mean, they would meet. At the end of the day, that's his personal journey. You know what I mean? Yes, I'm involved in it, but that's his private.
That's his story to tell.
That's his story to tell.
Okay.
So, so they would meet, and now if I'm marrying them, if it's serious, if it's like, mom and dad, this is serious, then I would tell him first. I wouldn't ask him. I would tell him, because you're gonna have to. If we're gonna be together, this is something that my family. It's my family.
Has to know.
It's my family. You know what I mean? It's like, because it's not something that you should be ashamed about. It's clearly not something that I'm ashamed about, because I'm about to tell my family. And if it's something that he's uncomfortable with or ashamed about or something, then we're going to have a problem. But if it's serious, like if it's like, oh my God, this is my guy. Yeah. Then
you have to tell him. Like, it depends like what kind of relationship he has with his parents, right? Because like you don't want to put your new boo in that kind of predicament where he gets called out, right? You know what I mean? Like, let's just say that your parents are more savvy than you think they are,
and we're not just talking about parents. We're talking about brothers and sisters and conservative cousins and uncles. And we're talking about parents that might be so distraught. They're going to talk to people about it. They're going to... the secret is out, once you do that, and you have to be prepared for, it could be positive. Like maybe the kid, the guy is gay. So obviously the parents, he feels comfortable enough to even pose that question to them. So maybe they're a bit liberal and whatever, but I mean,
it's a tough one, because again, I don't think that you should be like, pass the potatoes, Thomas trans.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, I don't think it should be like that. I don't think you should blindside your parents, right? I think that you should trust in your relationship with your parents enough to maybe like not make it an inside secret, okay? Kind of like before dinner even happens, like, hey, mom and dad, I'm bringing Tom to dinner. He's incredible. He makes me super happy.
Yeah.
He's trans, and you're gonna love him. How about that? I mean, again, it's a risk, Al, but like, what are you gonna do? Like,
no, you gotta
I think it's gotta be beforehand.
I think so too. Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Just,
I mean, it's again, and that's like not saying anything about your boo's character or anything like that, but I think that it will just settle the playing field, right?
Have you ever sort of intermingled with somebody who's trans, or have you ever?
I've dated a trans woman. I've slept with a trans woman.
Is it
I've
F to
slept
M or
with
W?
F to M and M to M to F. Oh yeah, I don't discriminate. I just like sex.
I filmed. I filmed with the butchest XXX trans man. Shout out. He's like this lumberjack, right? Like just whatever. Very stereotypically like CrossFit Marcus Cage lumberjack. So, but he's a man with a vajayjay. And it was like we filmed twice.
Was this the guy you told me about? That you almost fall in love there?
No.
Oh, okay.
No. No.
I'll tell you that story in a second. Wait till you hear that.
But this guy I've been with a woman, and I was like, I was sort of like, I'm still thinking about it. You know what I mean? Because I didn't dislike it. It was, I liked it actually, but it was definitely like it was like this female energy. There's still female energy.
Yes, of course.
You know what I mean?
Of course.
And
that heat is female energy. You know, that happens during sex.
So I was like, my mind was like totally blown away.
Well, because there was a time that Alex had filmed with a trans man, and he had sent me a message saying it was the best sex he ever had, right? That it was one of the times that it was the best sex he ever had, and that he almost cried. Yeah. And I was like, why did you need to tell me, right? But thank you, right? And send pictures, right? Like.
Well, the video is on OnlyFans. You can watch it if you want.
Subscribe today. Subscribe today. Okay. Lastly, listen. Just this information needs a seat at the table in some way, shape, or form. That's all we're saying. All right. That's all we're saying. I think that if I honestly, we don't know your relationship with your parents, but we're hoping that if you're watching our show and you're your true, authentic self, no matter what, that your parents are probably a little more, liberal.
Nothing good comes from shame or fear or secrets or, there's a time and a place for everything. There's a time and a place for every story to be told. Read the room. Maybe it's not the right time or the right place. You might get a better response at a different time and place. But if you're not going to talk about it because you're ashamed or because you're afraid, then
you might have to check yourself.
Then you have to check yourself,
right? We're gonna be getting a lot more of these stories now, because I just thought about it. The holidays are around the corner, and this is when people have to go to their family and have to show their man, show their person, introduce for the first time, be in those kind of situations, be in family parties. Maybe you're just newly out. Maybe you went back in. You know what I mean? I also know folks
went back in
twice. Keep writing and sending your questions over, because we love to help you. Write them over to FayWhat@happeningout.com. And that is an important conversation for our LGBTQ plus community. Help us tell these important stories by liking and subscribing to The FayWhat Show. So that's it. That's The FayWhat Show. I hope that you had fun. Thank you so much to Alex Ticas for joining me in bed. I love you, darling.
I love you.
So much. And we didn't mention, because that could have been its own segment. Alex's beard is gone.
Am I a twink? Am I a baby face?
You're a twink.
I'm a twuzz.
He's a twuzz.
I'm a twuzz.
He's a twuzz. Make sure that you follow Alex Ticas on all social media outlets, and make sure that you go to the Eagle and say hello. When he's dancing, give him a lot of money. When he's bartending, give him a lot of money. Just if you see him on the street, just give him money. It's fine. That works.
Money's good.
Money works.
Money will always get money. Isn't that weird?
What?
I'm such a greedy money whore. That's really
no, it's not weird.
Thank you. Thank
It's
you for
not
judging.
weird at all. Oh, you are very humble about your money, Alex. Please. We've only tried to run away to Greece twice.
We're going
Okay.
midterms. We're
Okay.
just, I'm telling you.
All right.
My yaya will love you.
Oh, I love it. I'll be your beard.
You will. She's nice. She's very nice.
She's very nice.
She's very nice.
She's very nice. She's a little dark to be Greek,
okay.
but she's nice.
She looks a little Greek. She's okay.
Give me a Greek last name.
Abernidis. You're
Ooh.
Abernas, right?
Yeah.
Abernidis.
Abernidis. I'm
Perfect.
FayWhat Abernidis.
What? Abernidis? Okay.
Okay. She's okay. All right. I'll see you soon.
I love you.
I love you. You know, folks, I'm really passionate about trying to connect the L and the G in our LGBTQ plus community, as you can see. You know, and sometimes it's hard for us girls, but if we believe we are one strong community, then we must support all the letters of our LGBT and Q plus. We open every show with a nod to Mary Tyler Moore and That Girl's Marlo Thomas. This show is dedicated to a strong LGBTQ plus community. I just encourage you to be a little bit kinder, a little bit funnier, and to embrace our tremendous diversity because it really is what makes us so damn strong. Until then, make sure you follow me on all social media outlets, Facebook, IG, Blue Sky, TikTok, YouTube. Follow FayWhat. Until next Tuesday at 9 a.m. live or anytime on demand, I'm FayWhat! And I'm #ThatGirl. I wish you a week full of sunshine and rainbows. Please consider fostering or adopting a pet in need. Love you. Stay gay.
Rainbows, gay boys, #that girl. Sunbeams, drag queens, L-word. Is that girl the girl of all our dreams? She's everything that every girl should be. Aqua, South Beach, #that girl. Pride-filled, tea dance, Wilton. Is that girl Latina, but she's universal too?